Here you go. Awesome. So we just want to go over basically some main stuff for the week. We have our Summer 11 challenge group that starts tomorrow officially. Mm-hmm. And we're going to just keep it the same way as far as postings. I'm putting together like an easy post kind of thing to help with other groups if you guys ever decide that, like either in our groups, our team groups, or in your own groups, if you want to like copy and paste those things. So I'll share that. It's just like a 4-week schedule that shows you different things you can post. But anyway, so we'll just keep doing it the same way. And then the new coach boot camp is going to start tomorrow. So, yay. Yeah. So if you have new coaches or coaches that haven't completed that yet, definitely get in that group. It is so helpful. There's a lot of stuff in there because we used to just do all these the 3-week training. But the new coach boot camp is stuff that new coaches would miss a lot and are really important. So it's really just making sure you're getting the essentials and getting started right and just learning what you need to do to just, rock it from the start. So it's like the information in there is awesome. So if you have coaches who haven't completed yet, or Kevin's new, yay. So going through that, it'll help a lot. And I still go through some of the videos and learn, because it's always good to be refreshed. So those will post. It's Monday through Sunday, so it'll post tomorrow, and there'll be something every single day. And it touches on everything, like social media and things like that. There was one other thing on that, Shay. Do you remember?
No, you want to make sure that, your new coaches have done the welcome form before you add them into that 7-day group. And so even if they're not there's a couple of mine that are just getting signed up. So if they're done by like Wednesday or Thursday, I'll just add them in there later in the week. And, we'll keep that group open. So even if you're in a week, we'll probably keep that 7-day until our next one, right?
Yeah. So what we'll do on the next one is, if you haven't completed it yet, you can stay in it, but everything will disappear. Ta-da! And we'll repost them Monday through Sunday with different coaches will be in there. So if you need to go through it again or have coaches that need to go through it again, they can stay in there, but they have to wait for the videos to repost because it's going to be like a new group starting. Does that make sense? So yeah. And June is ending soon. How many more days do we have left?
5.
Yeah. 4. So you definitely want to wrap up Success Club and hit those goals. And then we don't know the specials for July yet. We'll know like the day before. I'm thinking it's probably going to be, I don't know. I hope it's 21 Day Fix again because that would be helpful for a lot of people. But yeah, that's really the main things I wanted to talk about is just our challenge group. And I didn't know if you guys had anything you wanted to add with the challenge groups. If there was something that you felt like, you wanted to put into it. There's always more things, like anything to give more value to everybody that's in there. We always want to give, way beyond whatever they paid for a challenge pack or program or, just so they know like they're really getting all the tools to learn how to be successful with their fitness, and their healthy lifestyle and know how to do it. Like that's why we kind of talk so much on meal prep and nutrition because a lot of people just don't know what to eat, So if there's little things that you do like that you don't think are a big deal just because you're so used to it, just try to pay attention to that and try to share it more in the groups because that's going to help a lot of people. That's why I post my simple little meals all the time or, the quick little things I put together. None of it is fancy. I just thought, well, it gives people an idea, like, how do you put your meals together? How do you place, for your proteins, your fruits, your veggies, and things like that. So anything like that, or anything that you found was helpful, just like put it in there. Like, the more we can offer, the more we can help, these people to actually succeed, in their journey, because that's what it's about, for sure.
Yeah, and they're all from different walks.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are weight loss, some of them, I think sharing, if you're using like any of the performance line or the hydrate. I know that we have a lot of runners a lot of times in our group.
Yeah.
So the more that you can share, because some people are like even pre-workout, people don't even realize that we have an amazing pre-workout formula. And I was talking to somebody who's been a Shakeology customer of mine for over a year, and they're like, what? I've been buying this stuff from GNC, and it makes my face tingle. And I was like, oh my God, you can get something so clean. But I just think that some people just don't know. And
yeah,
we post.
For sure. And the Recover, that was a game changer for me. Before I was pregnant, but when I was really, I started seeing major results when I started doing the Recover with the Shakeology and the greens. I would right after my workouts, and it was like my body just needed that. So, but yeah, it's pretty awesome to see that, and in soreness too, it helps. So definitely talk about what you're doing and what's helping you.
Cool.
So,
is that it? Did we freeze? Can you guys hear me? I think Patty froze.
Oh, am I here? Am I still here?
There you are.
Oh, sorry. It said my internet was unstable. I was like, oh. So
I'd like to check in to see kind of how people are doing on their Success Club and their goals, because we still have 4 more days, and maybe we can bounce some ideas off of if people are short on their goals or not, just like some ideas of what's been working, what's not been working. Does anybody want to share kind of where they're at? Kevin, we're talking about, I know that you've listened to some of the training, Success Club.
Yes.
We're trying to hit Success Club 5 is kind of like the minimum every month. And Success Club 5 is basically just helping 3 people. And you get 1 point for Shakeology and 2 points for challenge packs.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yep.
Can you hear me okay, by the way?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure the audio was working.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'll share something. I've been working Instagram a lot lately. I'm kind of loving it. Because a majority of all of my PV, all my, Success Club points, coaches, it was all coming from Facebook.
Mm-hmm,
and then I started to really focus on Instagram more. And that's where this last month has all been from, is Instagram. And I'll share, I think I've shared this in a past call, I think. Sorry, you guys, I have a cold, so I can ugh. But something I've been doing is, so I mass follow people. So basically, because Instagram hashtags are a big deal. Are you guys all using Instagram?
I'm not very well.
Okay. So
I
what
am
I'm a social networking person in the world, so.
I use Instagram, but I have not ever got any challenge packs, not one.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing it right.
It's
I
amazing when you can.
other coaches.
What
Okay,
was that?
All I seem to ever get is follows from other coaches, from other.
Yeah.
That's all I ever get.
Oh, I
So
got
kinda
you.
give up.
Listen. Yeah. Well, that's because of the hashtags a lot of times. And I'll get other coaches follow too, but your hashtags are, you can really personalize it. If I put a hashtag that's trying to think of stuff now, runner or weight training or workout at home or whatever, I'm going to get a lot of other coaches, a lot of people that I'm not really trying to attract. But if you put it very personal, excuse me, example would be, let's say as a triathlete, you're doing a certain race, or a runner, you're doing a different marathon, let's say. Well, all you do is put that hashtag in there and you start using that, but not just use that, click on it and you interact with all the people. in that hashtag. And that's how you start growing, you know what I mean, and getting like actual building a relationship, because you can't just like put it out there and then put your hashtags and not do anything with it. So what I do, something that I've been doing that's been working is I find specific people that aren't too huge, but that maybe have like 10,000 followers or something. They're not like crazy big, but they have a very specific market already, the people that they attract. So usually it's like ultra runner, and it's usually like crazy mother runners is one that I follow. And it's like attracting that, or hungry mother runner or something like that. You know, they're like different people and they attract a certain market. So I go to all of their followers and I just start following all of them. So I add, 60 people a few times a day. So, 180 or more as on that I'm following them. And then, they'll pop up in my feed, and this doesn't take as much time as it sounds, because I literally just press button, like follow, and then it'll pop up in my feed. And sometimes there's some really strange people, and I'm like, oh, I'm following them. That's so creepy. I need to get off of their site. But so a lot of times they're connecting me, and they see that I follow them, and then they follow me back. And then I actually see, okay, well, they just follow me back, so I check them out. And then I start commenting on their stuff, and they comment on my stuff. And so then you have that interaction. Now, every few days, I use an app called Crowdfire, and it shows you who doesn't follow you and who doesn't engage with you. And so every few days, I just unfollow all the people that aren't following me. And it also shows you all the people who like your stuff. It's called like your admirers or whatever. And I just go that way. I can go through and I can interact with them, and I can like their stuff. So that's what I do, because it doesn't take a lot of effort. Now, when I work the business with social media, it's Facebook, as far as when I'm counting what I'm doing on my TeamZ and on my Power Hour and things like that. But when I'm on Instagram, it could be downtime and me sitting on the couch or whatever, and I'm just following, unfollowing, interacting with people. And so that was how I've met, the last 5 people or so. It's not been through Facebook, because I was like, man, Facebook I was getting grumpy with it. It was not working with ads and things like that. So I was like, I got to figure this out. And so Instagram, you can really target specific people and connect with anybody, and you want to make sure they're in the US, because, Beachbody's not global yet, but I'm sure it will be. So either way, US or Canada. But, yeah.
Something you said about Facebook ads, that might be something good to share, and then very frustrating. The rules are so crazy, about how your picture can't have more than 20% words and all those silly things. Like, I don't think a lot of people know that. And even though I do know that, I still can't get an ad approved.
Me too. Yeah. Facebook is super moody, because I put an ad for fit. I used the word pregnancy in there, and they said I couldn't use it.
Yeah, you can't put anything like weight loss. Like, you can't say lose weight loss, because you're insinuating that people need to lose weight.
Or anything with gender or race or sex. That's why, like, pregnant.
I just try to sometimes I'll see the ones that are in my news feed and that are really successful, and I'll copy and paste them and rerun them.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Because, like, some of them I'll see, and they have, like, 20 people that say, I'm in. And I'm like, whoa, I can't even get barely sometimes 1 or 2. I'm going to copy and paste.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously make it your own, but if it worked for them, then, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. And I think it's a lot of times it's who they're targeting.
Yeah. Well, they might pay more than $2.
I tell you, Instagram. I'm just really working it. I mean, Facebook is great too. I mean, I'm not saying like I'm working both of them, but, I have not been very happy with my ads on Facebook. with the amount of
Same.
money and I'm not paying a ton, but it's still just not been helpful, It's supposed to be great, and because you can target a certain amount of people or certain, group of people. And it's crazy cheap because you can choose $1 a day if you want. Like, you can go super cheap, which is awesome. But I feel like I get creepers, even though I'll pick like a certain thing. I mean, I'll put like Huggies as my, as like the like thing, or like other things that I think moms, like new moms might, Gerber baby or something. And I'm like, what? Why am I getting these guys from Saudi Arabia?
Oh, I know. They have a lot of time on their hands.
Yeah. So anyways, that was my thing. That's just my tip, Instagram, how you can work it.
So Crowdfire, I know that I did the free trial, but so you need like $10, isn't it, a month or something like that? And
but there are other apps you can use that might be cheaper too. I pay $10 a month, but I like being able to see who I can unfollow and who likes my stuff.
Yep. Okay.
It stinks though when it's people that you like, that you think you're friends with, and they're unfollowing you. Does anyone have any other tips that they want to add? That's something that's helped them?
Well, for one, I love the Revive training. I've been really loving that Revive training. Yeah. So that Patty posted that, and she's been sharing some of the videos. I'm behind, but it's been so helpful. I've been trying to listen to them. For me, mine is I'm actually having more people come to me, but like I think it's just from doing the vital behaviors and just being consistent. Like one of my best friends for 15 years that we don't really talk Beachbody, she knows what I do. She messaged me and she's like, all right, okay, tell me more about this 21-day fix, because we, you stay consistent. They see us drinking the Shakeology. But I loved that video with Shay Sanford. If you guys haven't watched that, how you make your page your billboard. Patty posted it in our Team Fit to Endure. It was so awesome how like you take a picture of your food, but maybe your Shakeology's on the counter behind it. Or, so it's not like you're like, hi, I'm drinking Shakeology, which is great, and we can still do that. But when it's just you're living out your day, but people can see. So you kind of think about who your target market is. And, like I could see, Kevin, you taking a pic, not that let's say you take a picture in a gym, but you're drinking one of your performance line drinks, but you're not just saying, hey, I'm drinking a performance. Yeah. Hi, just like, oh, I love this energy. I've got so much energy. I'm ready to work out. And people are like, why do you have so much energy? Or something like that. But I just like how you make it, like she makes it a natural fit. So that was just a really good one. But I did send out a mass email like we talked about. I did that today and just told people about the Summer 11 group. So anybody who's ever bought anything from me, I sent out a short newsletter. I'm sure, Tara, you probably got that in your email. I know you've been busy, but I know Tara gets to see mine because she's one of my customers. But and I don't know what it was, the difference, this sneak peek into coaching. I copied yours, Patty. Like I totally copied your sneak peek into coaching, and I got 7 people interested.
Oh yeah,
2 people have converted into coaching.
With too.
Yeah, I don't know what was different.
Because I had like 2 people. I had Instagram.
Yeah, but I literally just go through Facebook Messenger, and anybody I've ever talked to, I mean, I will go months and months back and follow up with them. And I've just, with those hey girl messages, how's it going? Trying to like as much as possible. So,
Have you guys been using Teamzy? Sarah, have you been using it?
I downloaded it and I put all my contacts in, but I haven't been using it.
Oh my goodness. Girl.
I know.
I swear by that.
Something is missing because I have all these people that, say they're interested and I follow up with them and then they don't respond. That's been happening a lot lately.
Well, something that they what was it? Was it last week's National Wake Up Call? The follow-up? Or am I making that up?
Yeah.
Last week was the busy working mom or
busy. Yeah. I don't remember what week it was. but they talked about how like it has to be like 7. The majority of people, or it was on our call with corporate, where they were talking about, right, where the 7 to 8 times usually, you interact and ask somebody before they.
And I think I need to get over that feeling like I'm bugging them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sarah, have you read You're a Badass yet?
No.
That's good.
You need to check that one out.
Okay.
If you search back through our Team Fit to Endure page and search for badass, there's a quote that I pasted in there that it's spot on to what you just said.
Okay. I'll check it out.
Yeah, that's really good. I've been reading The Miracle Morning for Network Marketers. And it's so good. If you guys need a book next, it's just on the Miracle Morning, like how to get more done in your day. And they talk about like how working out and quiet time and things like that, and how like you could actually be more what's the word?
Productive.
Yeah,
The Miracle Morning.
The Miracle Morning. There's the Miracle Morning, and then there's the Miracle Morning for Network Marketers. And in that Revive group, they asked everybody to get that. So I've been reading it or listening to it on Audible, and I'm towards the end. But one thing that today he was talking about is that with follow-ups, this made me think of that, Sarah, is that he was like, most people would rather not follow up than get a no. Because they're scared of getting a no. They don't want to be rejected. They don't want to get a no. So instead of following up, which is like most likely, you might get a no, but you could also get a yes. We get scared, so we don't do it. And he said that's where the top % of people that do well, it's because of the follow-up. And they say, what's the saying? The fortune's in the follow-up, I think. I think that's the saying. And it's the same thing. I have people sometimes like, you guys, Laura was like that. I asked her so many times about coaching before, and she's not on this call, but before she committed, and that was something that in corporate call, they're like, how many times did you get asked to coach or to be in a group or try a program before you said yes? Of course, I was like, first time.
Yeah, you were like the only one to raise your hand, Patty.
I know. I was like, get me the heck out of the gym. So
It didn't take me long. I trusted Patty, that's why. I was like, I want out too. We were working together.
So yeah, it's
True.
that's a great book. So I try that one out.
I was on Audible about, I don't know, I couldn't figure out. Anyway, I'm in the process of getting it. I tried to
finish the Energy Bus.
Which one?
I finished the Energy Bus.
Oh yeah.
How was that?
I loved it.
It was good.
Did you
it
like
was good.
it?
I still can't get through the 10X, Patty. I just can't. Like, that one is not for me.
Yeah, but then that's good you got through the Energy Bus. The Energy Bus, you guys, is another one. It's short, and it's like a story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which reminds me, I've got to connect with you, Patty, and bring you fish.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So what did you think on the Energy Bus, Tara? Did you have anything you want to share with anyone?
I really liked it. It's so much more about just how you see things, the positive thinking side, right? Mm-hmm. Which I think is probably more up my alley than like this you're not dreaming big enough thing. I mean, that works for some people. That doesn't really inspire me. But I also just started reading. It was a free download on iBooks called, I'm looking, 1 second.
See, I like 10X, but I had to do it Audible, and I only listened till about 5 to 10 minutes at a time because it's
I can't.
In your
it's
face.
Something about, I don't know. It's something about that book I can't handle.
I liked it as it said, don't be a little bitch. Like, that's his style.
I've been when I can only do short chunks of it just because his arrogance gets to me.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's his arrogance. Yeah, I can't handle it.
I get
So I downloaded How to Change the Way You Think, Your Journey to Finding Happiness, and it's really good so far.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It's by Amy Sharp. I'll post a screenshot in the team page.
Cool. Did anybody else want to share where they're at this month and if they had any questions?
I got my SC6 back because my coach that signed on with Shakeology, I guess. I'm still confused about how that worked. She was a former challenger.
It's not a question.
Yeah, it's Tony Fields.
Oh.
She got finally.
Oh, it's a girl.
No, it's a girl. No, she finally got Shakeology, and then her husband drank half of it. So she signed on. She signed on for discount with an extra supply of Shakeology. So
I had someone do that, buy 21, like they bought a 21-day fix, and they bought another one. I was like, oh, cool, another challenge pack, and it didn't count because you can only get two Success Club points from anybody ever. Like they will go back. They've taken away Success Club points from me 2 years prior.
Really?
So, yeah. So like if you were to buy another challenge, you're a coach, Tara, but like, you were one of my first customers. And so if you would have bought, so they will, but if somebody signs up with a different email,
then
that's totally doesn't matter.
I've had it happen a couple of times where they take it away, but I've gotten away with it a lot too. So I say that now, but I'm like, now they're going to go back through and take away everything. But yeah, so you're not supposed to. But if somebody has a new HD order as a customer, you get a Shakeology point too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can get 3 points from someone basically.
You're right. 3. The 2 from their challenge pack and then 1 for their HD the next month. Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep. So, I know last month we talked about kind of following up and doing the newsletter. Has anybody been working on that? Any feedback on?
You want me to give you my funny feedback?
Uh-oh.
I sent out my newsletter and I had 2 unsubscribes. I was like, oh, I need to work on these.
I think I'll have nine like emails that don't work, but I've never gone in and deleted them. I just sent them out.
But I'm still going to send them out. Good deal. All right, you guys. Well, we can wrap it up. Definitely, like we talked about earlier, just share as much value and help as you can in these groups. And this first week, the prep week is just, teaching them a lot. But hopefully throughout the whole time, it's cool when you can see people, like, things start to click, when they're like, oh, you mean I have to follow the meal plan? Or whatever it is. So, share everything you can to help them, and then it'll be successful. All right. Well, thanks for getting on, you guys.
Yes.
And I'll post the recording in the team page of the call.
Awesome.
Okay.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye, guys.